Pleasure to see you too, General.
Don't be cute, Petra. It doesn't become you.
What happened here? Where's Queen Ozma?
She has been taken. I am acting as ruler in her stead.
Taken? By who?
By the Phanphasm spy.
Cutter?
Yes.
You can't blame me for this. The rod was empty. The spirits inside were gone.
Ozma gave you the rod. It was your responsibility.
Nobody told me the rod had this kind of power.
That is irrelevant.
Stand down, Ginger. She is partially correct. While the rod was her responsibility, we could not predict this would happen. Regardless of who is to blame, it does not change the facts. We are at war.
War?
A Phanphasm took Queen Ozma as hostage. There can be no doubt as to their intentions.
We are planning our strategy right now.
What is our battle strategy?
Our battle strategy, Petra? I believe that's classified military information. And you are not military. Or had you forgotten?
How did Cutter do this?
The rod contained the spirits of the four most powerful witches in history. They charged the rod with immense power, but it was useless. The witches would not allow the rod to be used for magic while they were still inside.
But they're not inside anymore.
Yes, and now the Phanphasms possess the most powerful magic artifact in existence. We believe this was the Phanphasms' plan all along.
How come nobody saw this coming? All we did was finish what the Phanphasms started.
We have made a gross error in judgment.
I'll say.
But it is being dealt with. Our forces are mobilizing as we speak. We defeated them once. We will defeat them again.
I need to find Cutter. It's important.
Cutter took Ozma to Phanphasm Island. We will teleport there and take them by surprise.
Bring Cutter back alive. I need to speak with him.
Cutter took Queen Ozma prisoner and started a war. If he resists, he will die.
You can't kill Cutter.
Sympathizing with the enemy.
No! He knows something about my brother.
We are at war, Petra. There are much greater things at stake.
How do I get to Phanphasm Island?
You don't. Only military personnel are going on this mission.
I'd like to re-enlist.
You what?
You heard me.
Petra, get this through your head. We don't want you. We don't need you. And you will never see the inside of a uniform as long as I draw breath.
Send me ahead of the army.
And allow you to foul things up even more? How stupid do you think I am?
Scarecrow, please. Be reasonable. I just want to talk to Cutter.
It is out of my hands, I'm afraid. This is a military matter, so Ginger is in charge.
And I say no.
I want to be paid. Ozma told me that I would be compensated for my work.
You have a lot of nerve.
No, I have a lot of debt. I did what I was hired to do. I finished the job. I want to be paid.
How about I don't lock you up? Is that payment enough?
No, she is correct. We asked her to do a job. It would be bad form if we did not pay her.
You can't be serious.
Would 10,000 emeralds be enough?
That would suit me just fine.
Ginger, pay her.
Here's your blood money.
A pleasure doing business. I'll be back. Lion?
Petra, how delightful it is to see you.
Button it, Furface. What are you doing here?
I was just paying my friend the Scarecrow a little visit. I wanted to see if he could use my services in our time of strife.
Why don't you just get out of here?
Under most circumstances, I would love to. But with the lockdown in effect, I'm just as trapped as you. No matter. The invasion will begin soon and we will be free to go.
What sort of services did you offer the Scarecrow?
Invading another kingdom is a legal minefield. The Scarecrow has an amazing mind, but he is ignorant to the finer details of the law.
What kind of fine details?
Treaties, disagreements between various parties, unfair discrimination, and so on. Boring, but necessary.
I'm sure. I'm still gonna take you down one day.
Petra, I really must protest at this unwarranted vendetta you have against me. It is amusing, I admit, but it is slowly getting tiresome.
Unfair discrimination. What does that mean?
Many are pushed out of important positions due to some trumped-up charge or another. I step in to ensure justice is done.
In other words, he helps corrupt government officials keep their jobs. I feel dirty having this conversation. Goodbye.
Until we speak again.
TikTok.
Petra, this palace is under lockdown until further notice. Remain inside the palace.
Why the lockdown?
Our strategy is to take the Phanphasms by surprise. We cannot let news of the coming invasion leak out of the palace.
I need to get to Phanphasm Island.
Only military personnel are allowed on the upcoming mission.
That's it? There's no way I can hitch a ride.
Negative. Only government representatives are authorized to visit an enemy in wartime.
Government representative? What's that?
Before invasion, an ambassador can be dispatched to conduct peace talks with an enemy.
Who's the current ambassador?
No one currently holds that position.
Is that so? Nice job guarding me, Metal Mouth.
I have learned from my lapse in judgment. It shall not happen again.
See you around, TikTok.
Goodbye.
Scarecrow.
Yes, Petra?
I'd like to apply to be the Oz ambassador.
Explain.
I'll act as your representative on Phanphasm Island.
You have to be joking.
Maybe I can convince them to return Ozma without any bloodshed.
Your idea does have merit.
Sir, you can't possibly consider this.
Don't you want to avoid another war?
You should talk. Avoiding wars is what you do best. You deserted your post while on duty. You can't hold a government position. The law is clear.
She is correct, I'm afraid.
I'll be back. Lion.
Petra, a rare pleasure it is to see you again.
I'm a victim of unfair discrimination.
You are? Oh my, that is a problem. It's a good thing I'm an expert on solving problems.
I want to be an ambassador for Oz and have peace talks with the Phanphasms.
Admirable, I'm sure.
But I'm banned from holding the position due to my dubious military history.
That is patently ridiculous. You just have to... Oh dear, there I go. Giving away free legal advice. Such a no-no.
Tell me, what do I need to do?
Now. Only fools give away information for free. I'm all too happy to take your case, but I charge for my services.
Fine. How much?
My usual fee is 5,000, but since it's you, I'll charge 10,000.
10,000? That's extortion.
No, that's business. If you find another lawyer in the palace, feel free to offer him the case.
This is it. The moment where all my ethics go down the drain. Was it worth it? Was finding William really worth it? Yes. Yes, he is.
Pardon?
Nothing. Here's your money.
Excellent. Now, allow me to speak to the Scarecrow on your behalf. So you see, it really is quite cut and dry. My client left the army voluntarily, but was never formally discharged.
Of course not. She quit.
You have documentation proving this?
We were at war. We didn't have time to fill out forms.
So, without a formal discharge, my client is still technically part of the Royal Guard.
Not in my eyes, she isn't.
But in the eyes of the law, she is.
Stop twisting words. She quit. End of story.
Laws must be followed, General. My job is to see that they are. By denying my client this ambassadorship, we will have no choice but to sue for discrimination.
We're in the middle of a war.
I know. What a scandal. We can't have that, can we, Scarecrow?
No, we can't.
I rest my case.
Well, Detective, the law has spoken. The ambassadorship is yours if you want it.
I do.
Fine, become our ambassador. Go to Phanphasm Island and just try talking some sense into them. I hope they eat you alive. It's less than you deserve.
Scarecrow.
Ambassador?
Why is the General so hacked off?
She does not trust you. You can't blame her, can you? Perhaps you can redeem yourself. Perhaps not. Either way, don't neglect this chance you have been given.
Anything I should know before I go?
The first and foremost Phanphasm is known to be very formidable. His magic ability far outweighs anything we know. Be very careful, Ambassador.
Thanks for giving me this opportunity.
Don't forget, your primary mission is to return Queen Ozma without bloodshed. I am aware of your additional motives, but don't forget where your loyalties lie.
I'd like to go to Phanphasm Island.
Yes, maybe you can avoid this war after all. Take this potion. It will teleport you to the island. Make your way to their fortress and speak to the first and foremost Phanphasm. If you fail, drink the potion again. It will teleport you back here.
Goodbye, Scarecrow.
Goodbye, Ambassador Petra.
Lion.
Miss Ambassador.
Thanks for your help.
You were a client. It was the least I could do.
Don't think this lets you off the hook.
I will pretend I did not hear that. I believe you have duties to perform, Miss Ambassador.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Ambassador.
I better make sure there's nothing I'm leaving behind. TikTok.
Good evening, Ambassador. The lockdown is still in effect. Please remain inside the palace.
Who's the current ambassador?
That position is currently held by you.
You bet it is. See you around, TikTok.
Goodbye.
Okay, here goes nothing. Phanphasms. Their very name is feared throughout the land of Oz. 20 years ago, I avoided fighting them to look for my brother. It's only fitting that I come here to find him. All right, Phanphasms. Look out. You might have dealt with the royal armies of Oz, but now you've got me. What happened to my brother, huh? Why does your spy have his handkerchief? Don't think you can hide the truth, because I'm marching up to your front door and demanding an answer. I'm Petra of the Emerald City, and nothing will stand in my way.
I beg to differ.
Ah, for Lurline's sake. Capture before I even take a step. What a waste of a good speech.
Do you think we haven't been watching our shores? You come here by yourself with no army and no weapons. Do you tire of life? Who are you?
I'm Petra, Ambassador of Oz, and I'm here to end this war without bloodshed.
It's far, far too late for that.
Listen to me. An invasion force is on its way. Let's talk about this. Maybe we can make a deal.
Deal? We don't deal with Ozians. Take her away. Lock her away with her precious queen. I brought you a playmate, Ozma.
Don't expect any thanks.
Who are you?
I am known as the first and foremost Phanphasm, but you shall know me as the face of your destruction.
Let us go!
Only to let you be destroyed in the field of battle? I think not. I have other plans for you.
Why are you doing this?
Permit me to call your attention to the exquisite joy of making the happy unhappy. Consider the pleasure of destroying innocent and harmless people. It was your gnome king who taught me this. A shame he did not listen to his own words.
Ruggedo no longer feels that way.
He was weak. We desire more power. Oz has power, but refuses to share it.
We refuse to give it away.
And that is your downfall. What we want, we take.
Ozma, do something! I thought you had powerful magic.
They have drained my powers, unfortunately. I am as defenseless as you.
But I
said I am just as defenseless as you.
Where's Cutter? I need to speak with him.
Ah, yes. I was hoping we'd get to him. Our dear mutant child, a phantasm born with a human head. The perfect spy, don't you think? Almost too perfect, you might say.
What are you getting at?
Perhaps your precious queen can tell you.
Ozma? What is he talking about?
Yes, Ozma, tell her. Tell your dear subject what you gave us 20 years ago in exchange for leaving you alone.
I have nothing to say.
Ozma, Ozma, Ozma. There is no point in hiding. I still have the treaty document, the document we both signed. I can send someone to get it, but you might as well admit it and save us the effort.
Ozma, what was in that treaty?
Yes, Ozma, what was in that treaty?
They wanted an Ozian child. In exchange, they agreed to end the war.
A child.
Yes.
My brother.
Yes,
You gave them my brother.
we did.
And he was raised like one of our own. We gave him to a proper Phanphasm family and told him he was born with a human head. All in preparation for, well, this.
I feel drained. I feel sick. I feel tired. Of all the answers I searched for, I never expected. I never dreamed.
Well, it appears you two have lots to talk about. Goodbye, Ozians. I will see you after the battle.
Listen to me. It was for the greater good. Dozens were being killed every day. We would have won eventually, but the cost was too great. In the grand scheme of things, it was for the better. Your brother's sacrifice made the whole kingdom prosper. It was a difficult decision to make, but I still stand by it. Hate me if you will. I am used to being hated, but my loyalty is to Oz. Listen to me. It was for the greater good. Dozens were being killed every day. We would have won eventually, but the cost